everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. We are knee-deep in the week 4 of the Swiss portion of the tournament. We got a dandy here tonight. Sorry. Hope you can hear me now.
How about now?
I hope you can hear me, but, sorry.
Alright, anyway, hi, I'm Dustminion. With me in the booth tonight is...
Hold on. Pro 007, sorry, I'm having some audio trouble trying to get this fixed on the fly.
So, anyway, so this matchup we have here, this is a pretty significant one. They're both 5-1, and these are some of our bigger veterans. TEEX88, MidiGuyDP. What should we expect tonight?
Yeah, this is gonna be big.
I'm gonna set these runners off and
As far as as far as the runners go, yeah, this both have made deep runs in the tournament. Teeks has been runner-up twice. Midi has been a third-place finisher twice.
and yeah, so the winner of this matchup is if they split, they'll be 6-2. If they sweep, it's a 7-1, and lots of power players up here in the big one. There's no telling what the wheel might do.
Yeah, definitely. 7-1 will put them in prime position for the top levels.
So we're gonna start with the giant land here. Alright, looks like Teeks is going to go left to see what... Okay, it's just the one fort.
Yeah, that was pretty self-evident from the map. And Teeks is and Midi are in at the same time. Well, not quite. Midi went straight in.
Yeah, I probably intuited that this was going to be a single forter.
Yeah, and based on the map, I mean, unless it was in that little elbow spot, yeah, it was going to be a one-fort world.
Oh no!
Whoa!
That's
that's unexpected.
Oh,
That's not the kind of mistake you would see from a player like Midi very often. So
yeah, undershooting a jump.
Well, undershooting a jump is, that happens to the best of us, but boom, boom, wow. You don't normally see that. So his second try should be fine.
But in any case, hitboxes and a hammer.
So Runners are gonna have to play 3 stages to get out of here. And 7-9 with an angry sun.
And, yep, take out one of those enemies so you can... Yeah. If there's too many enemies on the screen, you won't be able to grab those ice blocks, and you have to wait for one to go off screen.
Yeah, it might not have been a bad idea to throw the block at the angry sun, just get rid of him.
Or do what Midi's doing.
That's another good choice. Midi's gonna...
Oh! Bold.
He's gonna... Well, I think
That's one.
Yeah, I understand why he's doing this, and two...
That's two.
After what happened in 6F3, I think he felt like, I gotta do something just to kinda shave some time, and that certainly helped.
Yeah, it certainly did. Even if he did take a hit. Ugh, okay. Okay, quickly get on. Wow.
Teeks flirting with disaster there, and a very hungry boss bass, but does pull through.
And, okay, safety.
Now, it's Midi's turn, and Midi,
Oh!
Midi has become a meal.
Oh, nice of boss pass to catch his fall.
Really. Very chivalrous. Uh-oh, okay, he's through. We got 1-4 now.
And going with the 1-4 P speed. Oh! Overshot his jump. But otherwise, that was a clean 1-4.
Yeah. Very nicely done. So, runners, kinda working through some early jitters here, but, we got a P-wing for Midi. Ooh.
Alright, what's this other stage? 2-2,
About a pretty short stage.
Yeah, I mean, sure, there's some waiting with this platform, but, also, Teeks with the big brain play, going in with the P-wing.
He may have had a hunch. He had a 1 in 7 chance, and we have a 2-hit Lemmy in his vanilla airship and a 425-1 grab.
Right on. So that is the first world of tonight.
Alright, so we had a fairly straightforward giant land. Let's see what happens in
here we go.
land. Okay. Yep, this is the right play. Get this out of the way so you don't have to come back here.
Mm-hmm. This is where Seaport Play Fort is at its most recommended.
Especially when you've got a visible lock right there. You know, if you're raw, if it doesn't turn out to pan out, so be it. It's not a huge thing. But if it doesn't, you are in really good shape. Nothing breaks, so... And that lock was basically valueless because... Oh, wow.
Where's the jank?
Yeah, like...
That's what Midi does. Oh, okay. He thought about it for a second.
Yeah. And just a vanilla mushroom in the stage. We're going to the World 1 airship.
Right. Midi guy should be able to get through that boom boom quicker because he has fire.
Right. Morton in the World 1 airship.
We're hits.
He's fairly salty today. Alright, so we've gone through the first two worlds in fairly short order. Still got some fairly long worlds to go, though. And we have World 1 and... Ooh. They do have a hammer, yes?
Yes, they do.
Worth considering.
Well, let's look at it again.
It's two levels in a fort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's early enough to where you can reasonably assume you're going to get a second hammer somewhere. Yeah, and MIDI's already preemptively taken care of it.
Bowser Letter had a hammer suit, by the way.
Yeah, so... Okay, MIDI, I think, got a little thrown off by some of the camera angles. He had to kind of recorrect himself before going on with 4-1. And we have the Skyway Lost level.
After that, during that second arch of question blocks, that's where enemies start coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for a marker for that sort of thing.
Yeah. We've already seen both one fort worlds. That's pretty quick, getting them two of the first three worlds. So everything else will be a guaranteed 2. One of them will be a 3-forter.
That's right.
And the World 7 airship. So there's a 41-second difference after Pipeland between the runners. Let's see if MIDI can continue to sort of make little incremental improvements here.
Yeah, that unfortunate death at the whatever that fort was. It was
Carpet Fort, yeah.
Yeah, that was probably...
Yeah, that has been that is the difference so far. 901 for TEEX88 on the wand grab.
Another hammer suit from Peach. Okay.
Alright, well, again, the see a fort, play a fort philosophy. There was a visible lock up front, and as it was with World 7...
Oh!
TEEX giving it back a little bit there.
Yeah. See, even veterans have trouble with that one.
Well, that's why I don't really do it. But 9:45 for MIDI, so we lost a few seconds there. But we're still very close in these early proceedings, and TEEX is going to get his orb.
Yeah, there should be just enough time to get there. Got him.
Yeah. MIDI is like, nope. I think the seed heard.
Did we?
I think the seed heard all that stuff about this being a fast seed. He's like, yeah, we're gonna just slam the brakes on that for a sec here and make the runners suffer a little bit. So what better way than 6-6?
Ooh!
TEEX with his second death in as many stages. So MIDI is now in the lead for the moment.
Yeah, because that lock's still there.
Yeah, and that is instructive. It's not indicative of anything, but it is going to be helpful for TEEX.
Yes. It is possible that this is the triple forter. We won't know until we go deeper in, but
yeah, one of the seeds I practiced in today was a World 6 triple, and only the first fort up front was required. The other two had locks at intersections. Below intersections, I should say. We got the pyramid. Oh no, Midi.
Oh no!
Whoops.
That's
That is.
No, I guess he I missed what happened. I think did he go to the left too far?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He miscalculated a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna get time back to Teeks.
Yeah, they're basically even now. We got 4-3.
Wow, these two levels back to back, the same black and brown.
Nice dodge there by MidiGuy. So he's again, we don't know what did or didn't, what was built or as far or what was broken. So we're gonna find out pretty quickly though. When we get to I think the next screen, perhaps.
Okay, Teeks had to tank a couple hits, but he did get P-speed.
And yeah, clocked out at 286, so he has closed the distance. We got 3 pipes here. We'll see how this plays. Oh. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so nothing visible is... Oh!
And I just switched his audio too. Okay, get going back.
Yeah, that's fine. So, both runners are put the pedal to the metal here, and as a result, I think we're definitely seeing more unforced errors than you would normally, I think, see from these runners. It's indicative of, they recognize who they're playing against, and they know this is not going to be easy.
Yes, it is just kind of the mindset when you're going against another player that you know is among the elite, or even the most minor setbacks are devastating.
Midi has reversed course. He has gone back. It is going to play 6F1, so Teeks is now in control here.
Yes, MidiGuy probably saw something that I missed.
I didn't... Visibly, I didn't see anything, but he may have realized that, especially with that fort up top, that he better do this. Ugh. So... Midi...
Okay, made it. Lost his fire, though.
Yeah, we got more water. This is a water-rich world.
Oh!
I think he did that on purpose.
Oh, he's gonna put us P-wing on?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's gonna zoom through 3-5. But yeah, we've had 6-6, 3-3, 4-4, now 3-5. Yeah, you really like your aquatic stages, don't you?
Well, I'm drinking water, so...
As am I, actually. Alright, so...
What have we here?
Midi's going bottom route. He gets 8-2 with nippers.
Oh, no. Well... Oh, he lost his P-speed. Need to be careful now.
Well, it's not exactly free, but no major, crazy obstacles here. Teeks, can you get the H? Yeah, just missed.
Okay, it was just the one nipper plan, that was it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a fire one.
Well, you see nippers that usually, even for a veteran, gets their defenses up just a little bit. It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. So, Tanuki suit for Midi.
Yeah, so one level difference between the two so far.
Yep, we got the Ice Lost level. We're getting a full view of this entire world here, folks.
Yeah, this is the scenic route.
This is already 7+ minutes for Teeks, and he's still got levels to play.
And we entered this. This world at 7 minutes in.
9. We were about 9. When the screen actually changed, about 9:30. Teeks, like again, Teeks having really pressing.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of unforced errors from both runners, actually.
Yeah, this is, and Teeks taking the top route. He's like, that's not something you see very often from a player like Teeks. I think he's just like he doesn't want to deal with the enemy sets.
Where both the runners are in panic mode.
I don't know if they're in panic, but I think they recognize that they gotta have to kind of move this along, and for these Paragoombas are just killing them tonight.
They are out for blood.
Oh, we got 7-6.
Oh.
How many clips? Oh, second try for Teeks. Teeks is probably thinking that is the first nice thing that's happened to me in this seed, and probably an age. And oh no, Midi.
Sledge brother.
Yeah, he threw him off. So it was a 2-forter, so we got a hand stage. Wow, Midi.
The Midi guy. You know, just earlier today, hello, Hammer. Just earlier today, we had Stewie and Flower get the first try mac and cheese at the same time.
Yeah, just about the same time, like a second apart from each other. We got quicksand.
Oh, Midi guy's not gonna have that hammer then.
No, that's huge.
Oh man.
So yeah, we'll see if that plays a role here.
And this is the end of the fourth world. There's still time for that hammer to be relevant.
Mm-hmm. So that was almost 10 minutes for Teeks. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We had 15 levels appear in this world. That's, I think, a record.
That's something special. And we have more forced levels to play. Keep the train rolling.
5F1, nice dodge there by Teeks, kind of going top shelf. 1920 for Midi. So despite all of this, Midi got a few seconds back on Teeks there.
With the hammer kill, yeah.
From 1920 to 1841. Okay, so we got 3 more levels guaranteed before we'll get a look at a potential pipe here. He's using P-speed strats in 4 or 5. You don't see this happen very often.
And it worked out.
Yes, it did. Bonk. He bonked. We got 7-3 now for Teeks. Midi had, despite losing Hammer Suit, does dispatch Boom Boom. So he's about a stage and a half, he's almost 2 stages behind now.
And more P-speed gaming.
Yeah. Yeah, that, with 7-3, you know, that, Alright, so... No, not for...
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Especially when you get 1-3 now. I bet he goes for the item. Nope.
Or
like,
no.
I don't need no item. I game fast. Let's see if this is one for it. I bet it is. Well, it could have been in World 1, I suppose, but,
It's
nope.
Gatekeeper.
It's best fort ever.
So Midi Guy will also Maybe he'll go for the item, yeah.
This is not a one cycle. And
Yeah,
Teeks
no,
knew it.
he missed the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think that
Okay.
was intentional, and you were correct. Midi is going for the item. He needs he's down a hammer. Can he get one back here?
No.
What
That
is
is a
that?
frog.
That is a frog. I see. Okay. Tig's like, I don't need that item neither. I'm going.
Yep. He realizes that a lot of time was lost to things that have happened, so he needs to get going.
He mistimed Wendy's movements there. Could have put himself in an awkward position there, but does get through and out of 22:36. So a palate cleanser by comparison, a sub 4-minute world.
So that leaves Waterland and Skyland, and the triple forter is still out there. Oh, and Mini Guy.
What? Yeah.
Okay. We have a choice now.
Yeah.
I checked this one first.
Yes, so would I. So 1-1.
Mini Guy's going for this, bro. It's a star.
Star for a star. My favorite exchange. So no forts here on the lower side. That would suggest there's only 2 in this world, and yep. Alright, so
Okay.
good. I think I think Teeks was waiting, like, do I use the hammer here, or... I mean... Oh...
Yeah, well, at this point, you know that water is going to be the triple hammer.
Right. That
And
probably...
it's almost definitely when he's gonna have a lock on her island.
More than likely, yes. There is a... I've seen triples where that is not the case, but it's pretty likely.
Oh.
Teek's getting punched in the face there by that boomerang bro and gets a star for his troubles. Like, man, what did I... That wasn't even worth it.
We're on a board. Oh. Is that his... Okay. Oh, he's doing the thing.
He's doing the thing. When you get a 50 in Warpless, you're allowed to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Midi was weighing that idea too. I think he really kind of half committed to it. Like, yeah.
Oh, he lost it. I don't think he meant to.
No, he didn't.
Because that would have shredded Boom Boom if he had had it.
Yes.
Alright, what is this last stage before the end here?
So the tail.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Another hammer for Teeks.
Double hammer now in play as a potential option. Again, that's pretty unlikely to pay off, but...
And it could also be a trap.
It very well could be.
And if that's the case, then MidiGuy would probably be in the stronger position. With his only one hammer.
Mm-hmm. That's the risk. Oh no! Just a
that was an easy input, had to be.
I would say so. 26-23 for Teeks. So yeah, this is this is really, not to knock them, but this I've seen them both play. This has definitely not been. This has been a trying sea for both of them, and a lot of just little mishaps here and there, and whew. Well,
Well, if it... Okay.
do you use a hammer here? Probably not.
No.
They've got a cloud. He's thinking about it. He's got two hammers.
He's doing it. He has a cloud.
Oh,
But,
this.
Oh,
is
that was risky.
This is very dicey. If this backfires on him,
Yeah, he needs to, secure a power-up, even if it's a star.
yeah. 2, 3, and with an angry sun. Yeah, this...
And hang back, because that sun will get you if you stay on the top.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's safe.
This is going to be a very interesting play. Especially see how MIDI decides to go about this. He's over 90 seconds behind, but this is the kind of play that could swing things.
And there's the bridge out and the lock there. Okay, Wendy is past those 2 forts.
Right. So we have... Okay, so that saves him from a disaster, because if there was... Yeah. If it had been otherwise, that could have sunk him.
Yeah, now it depends on what MIDI does. Is he gonna hammer this lock too?
He might. I don't know if he's going to cloud necessarily, though.
Okay, he's doing it.
He's doing the thing.
Ow. It's regular tank.
We'll see what...
Cloud or hammer? What would be what he wants the most here?
I would probably say a hammer, at this point.
Wow. Okay. Okay, MIDI is going to gather P-Speed to fly up to the P-switch, this strat that I very much enjoy doing. There we go. So that leaves Larry.
Yeah.
And we are entering World 8. How many obstacles, folks?
In terms of forts, we've got a lot on the table here. 2, both 3s, both 4s, 5F2, 7F1, Navy, and Air Force.
Yeah.
So for...
Oh, there's a boat icon right here. It's 3F1. And not going for door 3. Good.
No, not this late in the race. No, you don't play around with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No memes allowed. Not here.
Alright, so...
Let's check the other one.
Like a lot of junk and not much that's really gonna move things along.
Okay.
Darkness. Go to a pipe, and, well...
Well,
okay, there's
that...
a...
Okay. And the tank in front of us is the real one.
So, this could pay out pretty nicely for TEEX.
Now, we don't exactly know what the Navy icon broke. And
No.
he did go back to check the other pipe. Okay, that was a dud. Anchor
broke?
is a leaf. That it broke the lock in the bottom left of dark room.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, not really worth it. Other than, you know, well, not even that doesn't really expedite anything.
Another 5-hitter, boom boom.
Yeah. So MIDI underway here. He's in 3F1. TEEX just took out 4F2. That's 3/4 down. There goes a lock up top. This could be it. Elbow.
Okay, let's try again.
Alright, well.
It is
Oh, yep.
We in there.
Yes, indeedy. So TEEX in the driver's seat here in this opening game. His gambles have paid off, and now he can, well, not exactly sail home, but he's in really good shape.
Indeed he is. And can get this clip. Second try, good enough.
Second try on the clip.
MIDI guy chose wrong. But
Well,
not that it matters, but...
No, even if he didn't, yeah, this will put it down for good, and there it is.
And he's down. So that TEEX will take game 1. Get your GG's out for him.
Move up to 6-1 in the standings. Clocking in with an official race time of 34:21. So GG's to TEEX88, scoring a win. So,
He is weighing his options.
I think MIDI, has lost the plot a little bit here.
Okay, what's over here?
He's going for this is gonna be the pipe behind the bridge.
And this is where he says bye.
Yes, he has forfeited game 1, so...
So, yeah. I guess that Ford icon was what made that bridge.
I think you're right, yes, because the other 3/4 had already been played. So, actually, you know... would have played out, but, yes, an unfortunate end for MidiGuyDP, falls to 5-2 in the standings. So we get game 2 lined up here in a minute, and see how entertaining seed number 2 can be. So stay tuned for that.
I mean, the first seed, it started off just fine Jetish, and then it turned into that. We'll see what ProAce has in store. Alright, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Right, we are back with game 2 of this week 4 Swiss matchup between TEEX88 and MidiGuyDP. For those of you just tuning in, game 1 was a strange seed. I think that's the best way to describe it. After a rocket start, everything ground to a halt in World 6, which was the fourth world today, and neither player was really getting much traction for about 15 minutes. They really just couldn't get comfortable, I don't think, with the momentum, and some uncharacteristic errors on both sides. But Teeks was able to pull away late, and thanks to some good gambles and some good guesses on his part, he was able to take the game. Uh, fairly comfortably over MIDI guy, um, to move to 6-1. So now MIDI, is going to try and force a split here, and we'll see how that goes.
Yes, yes. A lot can happen with matchups like this, and it's not unheard of for like one racer to be completely in control, but then one missed coin flip in World 8 and suddenly they lose.
Right. And that certainly has happened, especially with these flag sets where hammers do break locks. So that does alter the dynamics somewhat, for our runners. When we get to brackets, hammers will not break locks, so that is again going to have a different put a different spin on things, because hammers won't be I'd say as overpowered or potentially overpowered as they are here in the Swiss bracket, in the Swiss rounds, where you really can take advantage of the situation.
But in any case, we will begin the next seed with World 4 again, with the same setup, but both forts required because it's a lock and a bridge out.
Lead off with H2O for 3F2 this time.
Yep, and MIDI guy hoping that was Fort Knox, but that's fine. You're still with a tail whack underwater with this with the patcher, the deluxe patcher allows us to do that, because normally you can't do that.
Well, MIDI hoping for Fort Knox. Well, that's just silly. I'm not playing this seed.
Yeah, no, you have a third eye for that sort of thing.
Yes. You got about a 5% chance of being right there. I'll take that.
Okay.
I like those odds. So, yes, my seed is instantly invalid. I am so proud.
Yep, and unfortunately we have a lot of walking to do.
Yeah. Both runners taking a different approach to this opening hand stage.
Wow, both managed to dodge things entirely.
And they're P-wing for their trouble, so not getting all the good stuff like last time.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So, star for our runners there.
Next stage, 1-5. Yep. Yeah, Teeks had to unfortunately hang back because he was small.
Yeah, so MIDI kind of using his tail to his advantage here to take a early lead. It's negligible at this point, but
Every second counts.
Yes. And we'll see if he goes back for that hammer, bro. He's kind of hanging by the elbow there. Nope, not so far.
Aww.
Those fire bros, man. If there's a hammer.
Okay. Well, Teeks might get that one too, because he went to the right one.
4F1.
Oh, that was also a hammer.
Wow.
They
Double
both have
hammer.
hammers. Okay. We'll see if Midi goes for that one too.
Double hammers off the bat.
Yeah, that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The hammers did not play a huge role in game one. They were useful in a few places, but they weren't like in the end game. No.
And, oh, Midi's not gonna get.
He is going to the airship, but you know we'll see. No guarantee hammers pay off here, so
And
probable.
he has at least one.
He does have at least one, and we have Lemmy in the World 1 airship today. So Midi first one out at 329, but TEEX again has 2 hammers versus Midi's 1. We have a lemon tree.
Waterland next. And there's a fort right there. That's cool.
And the Navy, how appropriate.
Right. Keep the P speed going and saving the Bobster. Thank you, Midi.
Let's do a slide kick on him.
I just do whatever the button I'm holding down is. Alright, 4-4. And okay. I was about to say, Nagato was being very courteous, but then did that.
Well, it was even closer, I think, for TEEX in game 1. He was like right on the edge of getting hit.
And yeah, TEEX got to that faster.
Okay, so we got 4 pipes up front. There are 6 in this world, and yeah, Midi making the right choice here. He's gonna just see how this plays, and yep. Oh, this is a Jet World 3. This is it.
Oh wow, that's just the one world. Okay, well he got a hammer to replace the one that he missed out on, but that does mean that TEEX is gonna have 3.
TEEX is gonna be still up a hammer, but now it's like 3-2. It's like World 5 airship with a Vanilla Roy on it.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Oh no!
Roy 2, playing dirty.
3, 4, and that's 5 hits. He's our boy.
We are now in sync. Midi about maybe 15-20 frames ahead.
Yeah, half a second difference.
Alright, so we've got 4 and 3. Next up is 6.
Iceland.
And we got a pipe, a fort, and a lock.
Yeah, pop that.
Yeah. Now the question is which fort do you play?
Yeah.
Well, we got a rock there.
And they're both pretty long forts.
Yeah, 2 fort is longer, I'd say, than 6F1, but
yeah, I would say that too.
Not by much, though. It's relatively small, but all right. But TEEX is going to be the first one to finish with Fire Mario, or Fire Toad, I should say.
All right, so Teeks wins the coin flip. Although we don't know what that. We don't know if that does that.
I don't. It's
that might have been required too.
It's a triple, yeah. So we have our triple off in the third world. So good call on Teeks' part. Just do this and be done with it.
Yeah, and good call on MIDI for scrolling the screen over to get a yeah.
It's good recon on both their parts, and yeah, they're basically back to even. Teeks a couple seconds ahead. So we have 3-9. Very nice
jump
right
for Teeks.
Ooh, Midi's getting. Both runners in both these heats have been taking a lot of hits to the face.
MIDI needs to be careful because okay. Teeks is doing it.
How many times?
Nope.
Okay, yeah. Midi's trying it too. Oh. What is it? 7-7, the Muncher Speedway.
And Teeks got the glitch, the music glitch. It's amusing whenever that happens. Oh hey, the worst fight on the worst arena. Okay, we're good.
Oh,
and
good.
that's number 4.
This is absurd. This is getting a little absurd, you know?
Yeah, I think we can afford to go cavalier in these hammers now.
This has definitely been something. It's like a carryover from the third seat I played in before this race started. Had like 4 hammers and 3 clouds, and ended up with like a 28-30.
Now, how bad is this 3? Oh, there's bloopers.
So 5-3 betas. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, playing the stage, this would still be the preferred option over hammering the rock to get around it, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not. There's still World 1. There's still World 2.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Okay.
he's fine. Yeah, he was fine. Once he made the jump, he was clear. Now, don't get they don't get another 5 up. You already did that once. Jake's getting smacked in the face. Man, these guys are just... They're really damage boosting their way through a lot of this, aren't they? So 3-4.
And they're at the point where they realize they can't afford to be fancy and whimsical with dodging. They just need to just tank the hit and run.
Yeah. Alright, so we got our third Ford, and it is 3F1. So, runners within range of each other. MIDI is behind, but he's holding his own.
And there's the 2 pipes.
Yeah, we
That's
knew
just swell.
You knew they were at the end, but it's still kind of a bitter pill to swallow. Teeks gets a star, so he'll make quick work of this final section of the World 3 airship, while MIDI gets
the mass jump.
Very nice. That was Larry, and he's done 12:39. So Midi closing the distance. He's, he's behind a bit, but he's only 10 seconds back now after both of them played a 6+ minute World 6.
And now we have Grassland. Hammer, hammer, hammer.
7-5 with an angry Sun.
Okay, Sun's not too bad here.
No, you just gotta watch out for pixel overload.
Yeah, but once you take out the Sun, he doesn't come back.
Right. TEEX missed his chance, and
oh dear.
Yeah,
oh my.
This is a problem.
Okay. And I need him to come down, or... Oh, I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Can he get there in time before the... No.
Oh, he missed.
Yep.
And I'm a little surprised. Midi had a couple of P-Wings. I thought he'd use one of them.
What? Oh, he went in with the fire.
Oh!
And I no longer has it.
Yeah, now he's in a bit of a box here. He's got to be very careful.
Yeah, maybe he can take out the... Okay, Sun is gone for Midi.
Yeah, not the case for TEEX, so TEEX can't clip either. Unless he uses one of those white boxes.
Yeah, he can still clip.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of the opposition first.
And he needs to hurry because Midi's he's creeping up on him.
He is. Midi has done a nice job handling 7-5. Oh,
okay,
first
he got it.
Very
Second
nicely
try, actually.
Oh,
and Midi could not get the Leslie clip. But he got that one first try.
Yep. So a messy 7-5 for our runners, but they both get through, and 2-3 with Boss Bass.
Oh dear.
This is...
Okay. Midi has some firepower going now. Can you... Oh, he lost it.
And like, it was brief and fleeting, but he should be fine here.
Okay.
And as long as Midi doesn't accidentally get a 5-up, no, he's good. So, a little faster there. He got out of 273 versus 270.
Okay, a World 4 airship.
So, TEEX opted for a P-Wing. I think he was hoping for World 6s. And, Midi mistimed his jump, so no P-Speed for him.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
And hope okay, that is a power-up, so, he should be able to get that flower from the other one. Oh, he made that jump. That's very hard to do.
Yeah, you really need to you gotta get like a little more oomph than usual. And Bloodwing's a bouncer today. There it is.
Okay.
We're in World 7 now. 1628. Give me a Piranha Fort.
And there we go.
Okay, that was just a mushroom. I was wondering what it was. Alright, so the classic... Oh, Midi's like, I'm not doing this see a fort, play a fort stuff. Oh, that might change his mind.
Yeah.
Well...
Or you can check the other one.
Yeah, you can check the other one.
I mean,
he
he doesn't know there's a lock. He doesn't know there's a lock there.
Yeah, he did break the lock. So Midi might get out of this okay. It depends on where the... Nope.
They lead to each other.
Yep. So TEEX catches a break there.
And And Midi realizes that, yeah, he's not gonna use that last hammer of his.
Or, 7F2,
or is he?
And
oh my goodness.
I think he's doing it. He doesn't want to play 7F2. It's a 1-forter. Wow.
Okay. I think TEEX is gonna P-wing this.
At
Yep.
least, yeah, or yeah, at least a tail. Yeah, you can sail through. There's the room with the view.
And there you go.
And Midi doing a blind pull on this is gonna get a few seconds back. But he also burned a hammer here, and yes,
he has
hammers
none now.
He's out, so
TEEX still has 2.
TEEX has 2, yeah. So long-term advantage to TEEX right now, with 2 worlds to go beyond this, and it's a music box. World 7 airship. Got Morton, Wendy, and Iggy still in play. Another P-wing from MidiGuy, and well, this is a good place to use it.
Here's Morton. Just a one-hitter. Bye.
One-hitter quitter, 1937.
But that just leaves Desert and Sky left.
Yep, and as we know, Desert popular for its hammer plays. And both of these will be double forters. Forced draw. Wow.
Never mind. And there's a lone pipe right there, which will get us past the rock. So hammer's not going to do us any good here.
No, it will not. Well, yeah, probably. Yeah,
no, it's not.
Not unless it was like in the quicksand tile. Then you could save 2 stage. You could save a stage, but it's like it's counterproductive.
I mean, sure, we don't know exactly where the other pipe is, but we just know it's past the rock.
Right. We know one thing we can say for sure is it can't be at the end in the hidden area. And so there's that. Another lost level. We've had a fair few of those in this seed. We've had the ice lost level. We had 5-3 beta. So, you know, we haven't seen a lot of stages in general, but we've had 3 lost levels.
Or 2 next.
Hopefully it treats our runners better than 4F1 did. Alright. So Midi, despite the paucity of his hammer... Uh-oh. TEEX. This is a problem.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, well...
I think that was a 5-hitter too.
Yeah, so Midi is now ever so slightly in the lead after that Boom Boom escapade. There goes the other lock. Oh wow, this is a hammer? Hammer, bro? Or do you just get out of here? No. Midi is going for...
If this is a hammer, it's not.
Can't be that nice to our runners, now can we?
Secret, bro? No.
22-32 for TEEX. Alright, so World 5 is last. It's a double, so we'll see. There's a
Oh,
hammer.
okay. That's number 5.
There's Fort Knox.
Alright, so with the latest updates of the randomizer, well, but deluxe technically, that is no longer a guaranteed flower.
Right. But it's not a guaranteed leaf either.
That's right, but if you can manage the leaf, it's faster than lava diving.
Right. Does a blind, and he will also take the gamble. I think.
Yes.
He is. Alright. So, free pipe check.
Okay.
Straight shot. So, hammers, despite all the many our runners have accumulated since World 6, they have been useless. No, excuse me, since World 1, they've been useless. 7, well, Midi used one in 7, but it was only a 1-stage save. 2, no. 5, no.
Yeah, grass, yes. Pipes, yes. Desert, no. Sky, no.
Yeah, ice, no. They definitely were. They were completely wasted.
Definitely not
there.
Iceland.
Yeah, like, yeah, they could have skipped a stage, but you know that's hardly worth. Doesn't bear repeating, really. TEEX gets a. Well, he's like, well, another time he'll go for that frog suit. Midi, I think, was thinking about it, and well, he's got the right power up.
Full decision, I approve. He could have just flown over that.
Could have. The World 6 airship, and Wendy will be last.
Alright. Frogging it up, or remaining it up, I guess. Oh, one hitter.
Yeah, this seat's been too nice. I think we need to ratchet it up here in World 8.
Yeah, it's time for World 8, folks. How many obstacles are we gonna get this time?
So, TEEX has definitely got the hammer advantage on Midi, but again, no guarantees. There's an anchor. Did we find out what anchor was in the seed?
I don't believe so. It's flower.
Fireflower, okay. So 31 seconds difference between our runners. We got 1-3. TEEX is like, I am not touching that item.
It's World 8, you don't need to. If you're that hard up on... Unless you're that hard up in clouds, which I don't think... Even then, I still wouldn't try it.
Now, he's going to use one of his 3 hammers here. There's another lock.
Okay.
That's good intelligence. There's Air Force behind that lock, and then, you know, nothing much else there. Midi also... Okay.
Oh?
So, alright, so... The hammer was good for, again, good for intelligence.
Okay, that's a dead end.
That's a 3rd lock on the hand bridge. We're still missing a pipe, aren't we?
I think it might be beyond the bottom left lock.
Seems so. It's possible, yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Hammers.
Let's play some forts.
Yeah, well, there's.
Okay.
Wrong.
Oh.
Luckily, this is not in the least required. Midi's like, jeez, what the... Yeah, hammers are, you know, MIDI make the same mistake. We got super tanks. So, depending on how this plays, this could be a dead sprint to the finish, folks.
Yeah. Oh,
MIDI,
he's walking away.
MIDI, really? Wow.
I think he's gonna go for the boat icon.
I think you're right.
Or
well,
this.
He's got his hammer. Okay, so that lock didn't break, so it's a 1 in 3 chance now. Oh! MIDI! MIDI, you robbed us of a great race.
Oh no, MIDI.
That's just rotten. That's just awful. He's in 5F.
Everything's coming up, TEEX.
Yeah, and, like, I am surprised MIDI didn't go for it. I thought for sure he would.
I mean,
it was right.
I mean,
it was
sometimes
right there.
you have to sometimes you have to gamble, but it's just this gamble just did not work at all.
I think my only argument for automatically going for it is you're never going back there again. So there's no backtracking involved. Five, 5, 8, 2, and 5, 2 are the gatekeepers. Now, I think, unfortunately, this is far too late at this point.
Yeah. There are 3 stages between MIDI and Bowser after this, and by the time he's through, TEEX is probably gonna be done.
He might get into. He might be an 8-2 by the time TEEX finishes this off. He's got his no hammer suit this time, so he's got a fire flower. MIDI has learned the horrible truth. That
Yeah, this is one of those where you're just gonna be kicking yourself for like an entire day.
Yeah, I would agree.
I know I would.
Well, I think I would too. Like, that's definitely one where it's like, yeah, there it is.
Yep. All that's left is 35 fireballs, and TEEX will have secured 7-1.
Putting himself in very elite company. Including our race earlier today where High Flyer swept Stewie Cartman to move to 7-1, and Icaros is also 7-1.
And now TEEX is as well. Get your G's out for him. He is going to clock in at 3107.
GG's to TEEX. You know, really played that about as well as you could ask for, and just really cleaned house on this one.
Yeah. I mean, I announced some of the kinks from game 1, and then and just cruised after that.
Yeah, both of them kind of had like a slightly shaky start, and then yeah, they really hit it. They really got it going after that.
And we are now joined by TEEX. GG.
Thank you. Yeah, those ended up like game 2 gave you so many hammers, and there really weren't that many places to use them.
Yeah, we had to kind of we just had to make this, you know, a little bit trolly. Like, yeah, you'll get your hammers, all right, but that doesn't mean you get to use them.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would probably say that the most the thing execution-wise that I'm most proud of is getting the 4 or 5 piece, because I've never been able to get that in any of my Hundo runs. I just started learning recently.
Nice. Yeah, and you know, it was very close in game 2, and then it was about a 30 seconds difference, and then You went for super tanks. Unfortunately, Midi kind of was thinking about it, then he kind of backed away, and that basically blew the race wide open.
I see.
Yeah, he could not come back after that.
Yeah, 32:51 real race time for MidiGuyDP, but yeah, that first game, yeah, it felt like, both of you, especially with World 6, just kind of dragging you around all over the place. It seemed like you guys were having a hard time finding a rhythm. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, absolutely. I know that there was a point where, like, even putting aside the routing with the pipes, I was just had a couple clumsy moments in some of those levels and took a couple of unfortunate deaths. So I
Yeah.
was kind of under stress that maybe he was pulling ahead or whatnot. But at that point, I've done this enough times where I was just able to tune it out and just play the game, and I think I was able to regain my footing later on. So.
Joined by MidiGuyDP into the chat. GG's.
GG's. Yeah, those were two decently long seeds, especially the first one. That World 6 and the first seed was everything. Just you had to play everything, just about.
And that was after 2 Jetish worlds too.
Yeah, and between the two of you, I think you guys played just about every stage available to you. I mean, if you went topside Midi, TEEX went bottom, or on the coin flip. So we got to see pretty much everything. And yeah, there wasn't a lot. There really wasn't a lot for you guys to kind of, differentiate yourselves with. The only one that was, I think, significant was at the end was who played the hand stage in Game 1 in World 6.
That was TEEX.
That was TEEX. That was a hammer.
Right.
Yeah, but the other stage was quicksand, so also pretty comfortably fast, just no item.
Yeah, gotcha. I know, when we're in the second seed, I felt like I was doing pretty good in the second seed, and then I started looking through pipes when I should have just played the 4 and be done with it.
Oh,
and by the time I noticed that, I had to do that, I went in, saw it was 7F2, and I was like, you know what, nah, I'm gonna just use the hammer and hope for the best, hope that I don't need anymore, which in the end I didn't, so yay to that, but then World 8 happened and kind of went everywhere.
Right, yeah, that is true. Yeah, TEEX went right in for that. You in 7F2, and you kind of hung back and decided to do recon, and then ultimately, the lock was required, but little did you know it was a 1/4 world, so...
Yeah, pretty much. And considering where the lock was, that could have been like a dud lock, just where it was, so I didn't want to chance it at first until I was like, okay, this was the only way.
Possibly, yeah, and then, going into World 8, both of you went to fake tank, it was 7-1, and then that was where the break was. It was about a 25 to 30-second difference at that point, but that was where the chasm widened, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Yeah, because apart from that, the second seed anyway, it was, for the most part, execution. It was basically just execution. There was not too much you could take advantage of overall. It just play lots of stages, and that was that.
Yeah, that surprised us as well, especially with the number of hammers you guys were getting throughout, whether it was Hammer Bros or levels or whatever, or from the Princess or whatever. Yeah, but ultimately, World 1 you got to use them, but World 7 not really useful. World 2, no. World 5, no. I mean, it was World 8. Even World 8 really, in the final analysis, based on where all the pipes were, didn't really. It was largely irrelevant there too.
Yeah, pretty much. So, me, if I had just went ham and used my hammer and not looked back, it would have been the ideal strat for that particular seed, because it wouldn't have been required anywhere else. Almost.
Right. But no, 2 very entertaining races overall, I'd say.
TEEX is going to put you at 7-1. How are you feeling?
Really happy with how I've been progressing through the Swiss round so far. So really looking forward to seeing how this shapes up in time for next week. So really fun, really exciting stuff.
Yes, indeed. And do a quick rundown on the matches again for those of you who weren't here for the earlier race. Tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m., we have a doubleheader of the undefeated. It's myself, Pro8007, will take on Shy Guy at 6 p.m., and then at 7:45, Danny P. Speed and Human Mustard will go head-to-head at 7:45. Both will be on SpeedGaming Prime. 9:30, we have Heels, Greatman, and Jay Coper. Also, we actually have a triple header, following that match. Also 9:30, Marky Mark and Vix Rider. And then a double at 10 p.m. Eastern. We have Win Fox versus Equations 19 and Mirai and Endy also at 10 p.m. So a lot of matches tomorrow, and there's going to be some big consequences for all the results of those matches, I believe.
Yes.
For sure.
When we get to week 5, we're gonna have to start thinking about all the seeding that's going to be going on.
Oh, God, yeah, that's gonna be. I don't envy you guys.
That's probably also going to be quite a thing to figure out who's gone up against who at that point, because there's going to be potentially a decent amount of potential re-encounters.
Yeah, I think
they're kept track of.
We've been keeping track of well, Diesel has been. We're keeping notes on who's faced who already.
Mm-hmm.
And I think how these matches are going to end up, we're not gonna have a forced rematch.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen either. Something tells me though, there's going to be a lot of players where I'm going to be at on the next one. Probably there's going to be
5 and 3 and 4 and 4 are definitely going to be, I think, the most populated for sure. And
and that's just on the threshold of like, are you going to make the brackets?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Yeah, and
make or break on the next one, that's for sure.
5 and 5, you should probably be safe, but definitely getting that 6th or 7th win, obviously puts you in good shape, but also probably gives you, I'd say, I guess, a more even matchup on paper. It depends.
Yeah, it's top 24, I think, right? For the
top 32.
Top 32. Okay.
So yeah,
gotcha.
All the 5 and 5 should clear. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. 4 and 6 might be the dividing line, I think. But we'll also see how many. We could get a lot of splits in week 5, depending on what the wheel says.
The wheel will decide everything.
It always does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks again. All right. Well, thanks again, guys, and again, GG's TEEX for the 2 wins, and good luck in week 5, and GG's Midi. Good luck also in the final week of Swiss.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Yep. See you all next week, and that is going to do it for myself and Pro A. I'd like to thank Pro A for offering his assistance for commentary.
My pleasure. Thanks all, and we'll see you at the wheel. I'll see some of you virtually tomorrow while I'm doing my race, but everyone else will see on Sunday for the wheel.
I'm Dust Minion. And that was Pro A. So, yep. Goodbye for now.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good night.